Those are fresh Florida tomatoes. Excuse me, please don't do that. Yes.
Why?
Chilling takes the flavor out of fresh tomatoes.
It does?
Yes, tomatoes are a fruit, just like bananas, and they need to be left out at room temperature to develop full flavor.
Say, who are you? How did you get your...
Tomato Man.
Tomato Man?
Set these out on a table for several days, and they'll develop a delicious taste. Brighten up any meal with fresh tomatoes.
Tomato Man?
David Bowie tonight at 7:30.
All right, look, Cameron, there's no way I'm going to wait another minute to tell Raven the truth. There is no reason for her to be married to Ian Devereaux, and I'm going to tell her that.
I'm asking you not to blow this with one phone call.
Why shouldn't I? I'm free of these espionage charges, and Raven is free now, too.
Yes, she will be. If you just give me a little more time, that's all I'm asking for. 2 or 3 days.
No way, Cameron. This has gone on far too long already.
All right, 1 day. 24 hours. You've got to give me 24 hours.
And you do recall it was a woman who opened the locker the first time?
Yes, she came here giving your code name, Constantine.
Is this the woman?
Yes, that's her. Funny thing, she came back again that same afternoon.
Oh, did she? I know the reason why. It wasn't enough for Patricia to remove the contents of the locker. She wanted to put something back in it.
What was that?
I wouldn't know, sir. Oh, pardon me.
It was a toy. It was one of those stupid little devices that produces the sound of laughter.
Well, at least we know she had the document at one time.
Yes, but the question still remains. What did she do with it?
All right. Let me try to remember the first time I was in this room with Foley. He was always sitting in this chair and always acting like he belonged here, smoking a pipe, reading a book. It was always the same book. I remember thinking what a peculiar subject for him to be reading about, only I don't remember what it was. Let's see. I remember thinking that it was the last book in the world I would ever want to look through. Ah, this is it. Principles of Boolean Algebra. There's a hot title, if ever I heard one. What the hell does Boolean mean anyway? Computer search strategy for information retrieval. Was doing when he was reading that book. He was trying to figure out the code. PQB4, NKB3, KN2, NK3. This isn't a code. These are chess moves. This whole damn thing is just a chess game.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by new Bold 3, detergent plus fabric softener. Now with more fabric softener freshness.
Oh, one more stretch and I'll drop.
Beauty knows no pain.
Here. What'd you do to this towel?
Just washed it. Why?
Smells so fresh. What'd you use?
Something new.
A liquid softener?
Nope.
A tossing sheet? Come on, everybody knows only a fabric softener gets a towel soft and fresh. So what'd you add?
I didn't add anything.
New Bold 3 did. We added more fabric softener freshness. So now you get cleaning, softening, and static control. plus more fabric softener freshness, all in one box.
New Bold 3. I thought you were pulling my leg.
That's why we do aerobics.
Oh, very fun.
New Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener, now with more fabric softener freshness.
She's 25. So she.
One of these hikers isn't 25, but 37. She's Michael Pfeffer, mother of 2. They both look young. But what about their hands? They look young, too.
Looking young is no accident. I take care of myself, especially when I do dishes. That's why I use Ivory liquid. The name Ivory has always meant mildness to me, so I know it'll treat my hands gently. These mild suds help my hands stay young-looking, even with lots of dishes.
Take another look. Who's 37?
I'm 37.
You sure look young.
Well, hiking helps.
What helps your hands?
Ivory liquid. My hands need that mildness.
Mild Ivory liquid helps hands look young.
Come on, answer the phone. Where are you, Nancy Carr, when I need you?
I did. I really did. I sent Geraldine the flowers. And in the note, I said thank you. Thank you very much for setting David Cameron straight.
Good. But what's far more important now is that Cameron lives up to his promise to tell Sky Whitney the truth about how he was framed.
Raven, it's very important that she knows, and she can get out of that marriage. You know, honey, as far as I'm concerned, Ian Devereaux and David Cameron are cut from the same cloth.
However, there is one important difference. Cameron works for our government, while Devereaux would destroy it just to make a few bucks.
No. There is a difference in their goals, but I don't see that as an excuse for what Cameron has done.
Well, I'm on your side, Nancy. I've been able to forgive him a lot of his maneuvers. I had to grit my teeth on some of them. But when I discovered that he was the one who framed Sky Whitney, that was just too much.
Yeah, I know you're annoyed. Honey, I'd like nothing better than a happy ending, but now I'll settle for an ending.
Excuse me. Mr. Carr, there's a telephone call for you. Man said it was kind of urgent.
Thank you very much. Be right back. Hello?
Mike, it's David. I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, but I am glad you leave your phone numbers with your office.
Something told me you'd be in the other end of this line, David.
Yes, I know you're not particularly pleased to hear my voice.
I will be if you tell me one thing. Have you told Sky the truth?
Yes, as a matter of fact, that's where I am now in Whitney's study.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that. I hope you're candid.
Oh, yes. He knows he's no longer threatened by indictment.
And did you tell him why he was threatened in the first place?
Mike, I need your help with this. I cannot stand here and watch this whole plan fall apart.
David, I understand how
I'm telling you that Whitney is insisting on total exposure. He wants to tell Raven, have her break off with Devereaux, and ruin the whole plan. Now, look, I want you to talk to him. He'll listen to you. Please, Mike.
Well, all right. Put him on.
All right, thank you.
Please.
Mike, you know, I find this entire operation a bit difficult to understand.
Sky, I fully understand why you're upset.
What upsets me the most is being asked to remain silent over this when there's no reason to.
Well, that's not entirely true, Sky. What's true is that there's no longer any coercion.
Well, there never should have been any coercion in the first place, Mike. You all knew that I was no spy, that Ian Devereaux had framed me, and now I find out that it's been all
Ian?
a while.
But of course he didn't.
What did you just say?
I thought Cameron had told you
No,
everything.
wait. What did you just say about Ian not framing me?
Obviously, you haven't heard the whole story yet.
But if Ian didn't frame me, then... All of a sudden, everything seems clear now. Thank you very much, Mike.
You seem pretty disturbed by that call.
I am. Apparently, Cameron didn't keep his promise to tell Sky the whole truth.
So, you set me up to be the sucker, didn't you?
Well, think back to what it was like then. Raven was refusing to cooperate. We knew she was the only one who could get close to Devereaux, and she wouldn't help us, but we knew she'd help you.
She'd help me if I was in trouble. So you made some trouble for me.
I'd never have let them bring charges against you, Whitney. I swear that to you.
You'd swear to anything to get what you want, Cameron. Well, you're not going to get what you want from me.
Well, I guess I better try to figure this thing out. Thank God Ian taught me how to use it. PQ4. That's the Queen's pawn to the 4th row. Gotcha. Bishop, 3rd row. Now what the hell does all this mean?
Kids are kids.
Teach me the cat.
Kids are kids, it's true.
Be serious. Ask him again.
Kids will do things only kids will do.
Just takes one arm. And a girl.
And moms are moms. They know what's good for kids. Always doing what they should for kids. Moms are moms. They know what's fun for kids.
Okay, try again. Okay. I need Kool-Aid.
Moms know Kool-Aid is the one for kids.
It's no surprise what they want. Kool-Aid unsweetened with just the right amount of my sugar.
We love it.
Kool-Aid has vitamin C at about a 1/4 the price of soda.
The 5th.
Moms know Kool-Aid is the one for kids.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix.
Miles and Nicole just came.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Taking the night off, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you join us?
No, please.
No,
you all finish your dinner. We're going to sit over here and
got
talk.
some things to discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, not for me, thank you.
Not even the usual white wine?
No, alcohol exaggerates whatever mood you're in, and I don't want this mood exaggerated, thank you.
That doesn't sound too good. I guess we're staying dry tonight.
I'll bring you some menus.
Would you prefer it if Jody had joined us?
No, she was in a terrible mood, too.
Yeah, she's not feeling too good about her big brother-in-law these days.
Oh, Miles, I hate to see you two at odds. You're so crazy about each other.
Well, let's face it. She thinks I'm trying to deny her the right to choose her own friends.
I'm sure she feels that you're really just doing it for her own good.
Is that what the psychology books say? Your children will appreciate your discipline. Maybe in about 15 years, huh?
You really do think of her as your child, don't you?
Well, what does it matter what the relationship is? Mother, father, child, sister, friend. It's a feeling between people.
And I know how you feel about her the same way I do.
Oh, you know what I'm feeling right now? Is baffled.
About what?
Oh, about this change in her, about this guy preacher that she seems to think so much of.
I know, but he is attractive. Maybe it's his crudeness that she finds so exciting.
She wants to believe that underneath that crudeness, there is hidden some kind of primitive nobility, a heart of gold or something. Maybe she has a rude awakening and finds out that underneath all that rough exterior, there beats a heart of pure rock. You know,
I see him, but I'm not sure what it is I'm seeing. I think there is something underneath the surface.
the question is what?
Oh, look who's
Gavin?
here.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh, Gavin. Hi.
Hi, Miles.
How you doing? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. You mind if I join you for a minute?
Please, sit down.
Thanks. How's Jody doing these days?
She's all right. We asked her to join us tonight, but she said she was too tired.
She's not working again, is she?
No, I wish she was. She said she doesn't want to go back to work at the Penny Playhouse until after, you know, things have settled down a little bit.
You're going to say until after the trial.
You're not looking forward to it either, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, look, I'm sure it's not going to be all that bad.
No, of course not. All you have to do is tell it like it was, Gavin.
Like it was seems so unreal to me now. The assistant DA's had me go through this story so many times, it seems more like something I read than something that really happened. I tried to get out of it, you know.
How could you do that?
I told him I had to leave town, that I had a very important interview in New York, but he wouldn't let me off the hook.
Did you really have an interview, or is that just an excuse?
No, I have an interview.
Oh, really? Who with?
Theatrical producer. He's looking for a director.
You mean you're up for a job in New York?
Well, yeah, I'm up for it, and if I get it, I guess I'll go to New York.
For good?
Well, I don't know, as long as I can get some work there, I guess.
Oh, no.
Well, Jim Diedrichson has done it. I guess I can, too. I mean, let's face it, there are more theaters in New York than any other place in this country.
Gavin, I can't tell you how sorry I am to hear that.
It'll make Jody very sad, too.
No, I don't think it will. She might even be happy about it.
Now, why do you say that?
Well, sometimes it's easier when people aren't around to remind you of the past. Listen, I gotta go see Mitzi. See you later.
Just because I rode away for a free bar of Safeguard doesn't mean everyone else can use it.
Give me a break, Dad. One try and I was hooked on the ladder. Anyway, it's a free bar.
Yeah. Why should you be the only one who gets all that Safeguard deodorant and soap protection? I tried it. I liked it. I need it.
And don't forget, the fresh scent.
Well, what about these soaps you paid good money for?
They just don't have that combination of rich lather and great protection like Safeguard does. Here, it's a little small.
Better a small Safeguard than no Safeguard.
See for free how great Safeguard is. Write free Safeguard, Post Office Box 8000, Clinton, Iowa, for a bat-sized bar coupon. Then watch Safeguard become the smallest soap in your house.
9 o'clock already? Whew. I'm working overtime delivering a remarkable new diaper. New fitted Pampers with Stay Dry gathers.
Pampers are fitted? Terrific.
Now they help protect your baby from wetness right down to her toes. Pampers' new Stay Dry gathers mean a drier baby on the outside.
And they still have the cushion-quilted lining?
Yep, that helps keep baby dry on the inside.
That's wetness protection, right down to her toes.
New fitted Pampers at a Pampers price.
At a Pampers price? Great.
New fitted Pampers help protect your baby against wetness right down to her toes. Great time to be a baby, tough time to be a stork.
I was in a bad mood before.
Well, now, don't get too upset. He hasn't left town yet, has he?
I know, he sounded awfully definite about
No, look,
it.
he's just depressed. He knows he's got to testify against you at the trial.
His testimony isn't even important now. I've made a confession.
Yeah, a false confession. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not going to start that again.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if his decision has anything to do with Camilla Devereaux.
You know how I feel about this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I do. You want to recover the document, and you want to put an end to all the manipulations.
We can't let our feelings about Cameron cloud the issue. If Skye does tell Raven the truth and she leaves Ian, the CEA will lose a prime opportunity.
Honey, maybe there's another tactic that they can use. There's got to be.
I think it may be too late for another tactic.
All right, the last page. 2 more moves. Queen to king, rook 5.
Well, I see you're amusing yourself, my darling.
What'd you find out?
I'm afraid we didn't learn very much, Mrs. Devereaux. Mr. Constantine proved his point. It was Patricia who opened the locker. She did get her hands on the phone book, but what she did with it is another matter.
We don't believe she passed it along to anybody. More than likely, she didn't even know what she had. Not in the form it was in.
What exactly was the form it was in?
Frankly, I don't know. When I made the purchase, it was in a sealed envelope, about 10 inches square.
Well, it's too bad you lost it.
I feel very responsible for what's happened, Mrs. Devereaux. I've already assured your husband that I'll return my fee.
Oh, that's not important.
Certainly can't make up for the value of that phone book. imagine. A list of United States secret agents all over the world. Well, that could mean several $1 million to the right person.
Constantine.
I'm sorry. You said your wife knew everything.
There may have been 1 or 2 points I neglected to mention.
Yes, I see. Well, in that case, perhaps I'd better be going. You know where to reach me, Devereaux?
Yes, I have your number.
Goodbye, Mrs. Devereaux.
Are you upset with me?
United States agents, huh?
Yes.
Didn't you swear to me that you would never do anything against our country? Didn't I hear you say that?
Yes, what I told you was the truth.
If a foreign power gets a hold of a list of U.S. agents, they could gather them up, they could shoot them, they could do anything.
I tell you the worst thing that could happen. They could use those agents. By making sure they only received intelligence they wanted them to receive.
So then you were lying to me. You were doing something against our country.
Raven, one thing I can assure you, and that is that I would never have dreamt of selling that phone book to any foreign power.
Oh, really? Then how are you going to get all those millions of dollars you were talking about?
But it's quite simple. I was going to sell it back to the United States.
That's blackmail. That's extortion.
Don't say that word, Raven.
Wait a minute. What if the United States wouldn't buy it? What were you going to do then? You'd sell it to somebody else, wouldn't you?
There's no question of that, no.
You were going to threaten them with that. They weren't paying for that phone book. They were paying so you wouldn't sell it to somebody else.
Raven, we're supposed to be a team.
Yeah, we're supposed to be a team. You didn't tell me I was supposed to be a traitor.
Raven, please.
Get your hands off of me. Leave me alone. Just go away. I have to think about this.
Very well.
All right, the last move. Queen to king, rook 5. Checkmate.
I cannot tell a lie. I did it.
We make Cheerios low in sugar. Kids made Cheerios #1.
We all did it.
Toasty oat goodness is what we've got. 1 gram of sugar, not a lot.
Low in sugar, but loaded with good taste.
It's crunchy and toasty.
I grew up with Cheerios as part of my good breakfast, too.
We make Cheerios low in sugar. Kids make Cheerios #1.
The scientific wonders of Silky.
You may not know what your hair needs, but Silky and Snow.
You don't know how much cleaning your hair can take.
But Silky and Snow.
The full-strength cleaning shampoo that senses where your hair is dry.
You don't know how much conditioning your hair needs, but Silky and Snow.
The conditioner that goes only where you need it.
Now you don't have to keep switching shampoos and guessing what you need.
Silky and Snows, automatically, more than you do, more than your hairdresser.
You don't know how really beautiful you can be, but Silky and Snows.
They're all back. TV's favorite families on The Family Feud. Join Richard Dawson as he welcomes your old friends from Batman, Gilligan's Island, Lost in Space, and Hawaiian Eye.
Will Batman do it?
Coming up on The Feud.
Monday.
So there's nothing I can do to change your mind? Nothing at all?
Not a chance, you slime.
When are you planning on telling Raven?
Just as soon as you get out of my house.
Please don't call her at home. If you're going to refuse to cooperate, at least give us a chance to complete this mission without you.
Oh, don't worry, I won't call her at home. I'll see her alone, Cameron, but for my own reasons.
Thank you. Mr. Whitney, I I want you to know that I am sorry for what I had to do. Mr. Whitney, this is rather awkward, but I have to make a phone call. I was wondering if I might...
Yeah, go ahead, use the phone. And then you can get the hell out of my house. And Cameron, I never want to see your face again.
The phone book must have been on this computer just the whole time Patricia put it here. Obviously, she didn't know about the diary. God, I gotta tell somebody. Nancy Carr's not home. I'm gonna call Sky.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
This is David Cameron. Who's... Raven, is that you?
Yes. I can't believe it's you, and you won't believe what happened. I got the phone book.
What did you say?
I've got the phone book right here in front of me.
Where are you?
I'm at home in Ian's study.
All right, listen to me very carefully. I don't want you to tell anyone about this. I mean anyone, not Sky, not Nancy, Mike, Derek, no one. You understand that?
All right, all right. What do you want me to do?
I want you to meet me with the phone book in Monticello Park. Now.
Meet Jennifer, an aspiring actress who's showing us her unhappy look. Jennifer's unhappy because she's wearing a saggy diaper that leaks. Well, here's Huggies, Jennifer. Huggies are form-fitting disposable diapers with soft, gentle elastic to help stop leaking. So Huggies Hug to help keep babies dry and comfortable. Thick, absorbent Huggies diapers help keep babies dry. So now you're showing us your happy look, right, Jennifer?
Perfect. Of course, we'll need a bigger tree.
Gracious, whatever for?
Oh, gonna make a movie, Keebler, all about your club crackers, the saltine story.
Oh, they're not saltines. We give our club crackers a rich, distinctive taste that's a step above saltines.
Stupendous. This is gonna be big. Club crackers, a step above saltines.
Made by elves.
Elves? No, we're thinking big.
Keebler Club Crackers, a taste that's a step above saltines.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up someday and be aware of all the games people play?
My good health begins with me, so when I need medicine, I make sure I get the right information and follow directions carefully.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, rabies, a deadly threat to people, pets, and livestock, is out of control. It's 100% fatal, but 100% preventable. What steps can you take to safeguard your family and pets? ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
TV's more complicated. Local, network, cable, pay. To watch the best that's on, pick up the best. This week's TV Guide. TV Guide helps you decide.
On One Life to Live, Delilah finds the truth.
Becky's pregnant, and the baby is both.
Now will she tell Bo?
Feeling this is leading up to something. Just tell me what it is.
And on the edge of night,
Why so generous, preacher? For once in my life, I've got some hot inspiration. and it's spelled J-O-D-Y. Jody.
One Life to Live, The Edge of Night. Weekdays.
Sunday and Monday, 2 network television premieres. Sunday at a special time, it's Belushi and Aykroyd. In Steven Spielberg's 1941.
Boy, that was fun!
And Monday, it's every dancer's dream.
You'd risk losing your son to become a member of some chorus line?
And the competition's a killer. 36 gorgeous women, 72 beautiful legs. Sunday at a special time, it's 1941. And Monday, it's legs.
Did you tell Richard you'd be here? No. Well, he's here. Oh, waiter. Give it to the gentleman right there.
I can't seem to forget you. Your wind song stays on my mind.
Wind Song Perfume by Prince Machiavelli.